Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 8, but mainly Season 9, question mark? So we are still about, I think, like 5 weeks roughly away from The Flash being back from this, odd extended break that it's been on to kickstart the next stage of Season 8. And though we don't know too much about what is coming our way in those remaining portions of the season, many people's minds have been thinking ahead past that point, and that is to next season of The Flash, that of course being season 9, and whether that would actually be a thing, a reality, something we would see. Will we actually be getting a season 9? And though I was fairly confident we would be, as I've been saying, I think since season 5, I think that season 9 would be the final season in my opinion, just because it would beat Arrow. And that was really my whole basis of it. It had nothing to really do with like numbers or anything. It was pretty much, I think the Flash will try and beat Arrow in regards to numbers of seasons, and that would be season 9. However, there was cause for concern from some people online as we hadn't got the renewal announcement that the CW has normally given over the past few years on, in or around January or, early February or something like that, but mainly around January. But that wasn't just for The Flash, it was for everything, so not just The Flash. And of course, none of the other shows have been renewed as of yet officially, so we're still waiting on that. Now, we got a suggestion that the CW will make some official announcements around the end of next month or end of February or maybe beginning of March. That's just a whole wait and see in regards to the whole CW slate of shows as a whole. But in regards to The Flash, we pretty much got the confirmation that The Flash will be back for season 9 over the past 24 hours before this video will go live. But it does maybe also hint at the final season as well, but we'll talk about that all throughout the video. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various, opinions, reactions, everything like that in the comments section down below. Very curious to hear, read and I guess hear what you guys have to say. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video and just want to show your support, want to drop a like on the video to show all your support and everything like that. So I think this news was officially first put out by TV Line, I think they were the first one to put this information out there, but then Deadline sort of swooped in and made everything a bit more clearer and gave some extra sourcing and information just to clarify a few things. So I will use Deadline in this video, but just to put it out there, I think TV Line started this whole discussion around this first. But yeah, let's read the Deadline article and then break it all down and what it means going forward. The CW's flagship DC series, The Flash, is headed to a 9th season. Star, Grant Gustin, is finalizing a new contract to return as the title character in the hit show from Berlanti Productions and Warner Brothers Television, sources said. I hear the pact Gustin has agreed to is for 1 year. A multi-year offer was on the table, so he's gone with the 1 year. And according to sources, the new contract comes with a sizable raise for the actor, whose salary is believed to be north of $200,000 an episode. That's insane. I also hear Gustin has capped his involvement at 15 episodes next season, and we'll talk about that episode count, later in the video. With Gustin on board, The Flash is expected to be renewed for season 9 by the CW and become the longest running Arrowverse series on the network, eclipsing Anchor Arrow, which ended its run after 8 seasons. It could be The Flash's final chapter. Now, they don't confirm that in here. It just pretty much, he signed off on 1 season, and once again, we'll talk about that after we get through the rest of this article. The network usually picks up the vast majority of its current slate this time of year. Because of the potential CW majority ownership sale, the network may give early renewals to fewer shows this time, with The Flash fully expected to be on the list with continuing strong linear and digital performance. There has been a lot of apprehension among the Flash fans whether Gustin would commit to another season, especially after Stephen Amell's decision not to continue on Arrow at the same juncture led to that show's end after its 8th season. Because of The Flash's great legacy at the CW, the decision had to be made before the series had wrapped production on season 8 to give it a proper send-off should Gustin opted to move on. Gustin has spoken about his journey on The Flash as Barry Allen / The Flash, including these comments at the end of season 7. Listen, I may never have a job this cool again that this many people actually tune in to watch, so I'm not going to take it for granted, he told Entertainment Tonight. 7 seasons is it for most of the cast actually, but I think it would be great if we can continue after that. So the big question that comes straight out of this, that everyone's going to be thinking, okay, cool, we're getting season 9 most likely. Obviously the CW has to renew it, but I mean, it's like top 3 show or something like that. And I think it's the most popular digital show after. Well, I think All American is. I think Flash is next after it. But is it going to, is this going to be the final season if we get this 9th season? And the answer is most likely. Like, I've been saying it's going to be the final season. I've been saying, yeah, season 9 is probably where I think it will end. But it's not a confirmation at the same time. This article doesn't confirm it at all. Grant only signed on for 1 more year, even though there was a multi-year contract offered, which, might ring alarm bells. However, this needs to be pointed out. That was the same for season 8. He only signed a 1-year contract to be in season 8. So he's just repeating what he did for season 8. Only this time around, it seems like he's getting a bit of a pay increase. I mean, $200,000 an episode, 15 episodes. If you can do math, that's 3 million buckaroos. So it's going to be apparently more than 200,000 episode, just given that rough figure. So new swimming pool at the Gustin household, maybe. But yeah, when season 8 came around, Grant was offered both season 8 and 9. He said that in like a interview sort of podcast thing, I think when they were doing season 7, but he only took 8 at the time. And this is just something that actors do when a show has been on for longer than 5 years. It's a safer move and keeps options open just to go year by year, then lock yourself into a 3-4 year extension. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's just a bit of flexibility for you as an actor. And I mean, Grant's the lead, so he can just go year by year if he wants to. It's more risky for maybe like a side character, someone that's not the main actor. They would want to, be signing on to like 3-4 year deals rather than going season by season, just so they have more security. But with the main actor, you're the face of it all. Going year by year is more safe. Now, as I've said, season 9 has been my guess for a while. I've said that multiple times in the episode. It's not a flex. I just need to put it out there. So maybe I will be right for once in the eyes of some, but it's hard to tell until they officially put the renewal like press release out, as that is when they usually announce when something will be its final season. So if this is the final season, expect like The Flash renewed for 9th and final season. That's what we got with Arrow, so they expect the exact same with Flash and even Supergirl as well. Just like something like that. Now, the article does talk about them leaving the season 8 ending open just in case Grant didn't sign on to be in season 9. So that means they probably have multiple endings pinned up for this season before Grant committed and signed on for next season. So it will be interesting to see if it was an ending. Oh, well, I guess we won't see it, but it would be interesting if it was an ending that plays into this season specifically, or it's just a general ending that can be used in, any season, whether it's season 9, season 10, season 27. It's just a general ending that they think works for the character, or if it was an ending specific to the story for this season. But of course, this gets me excited to see what the actual ending for season 8 will be, because if you remember at the end of Arrow season 7, leading into the final 8th season, we had like the monitor show up and it said that whole thing leading up to Crisis. So I'm very curious to see what they could do here. But it's very important to remember, like, they sort of convinced Stephen Amell to do that shorter last season of Arrow, because then it led into Crisis. So there was a reason to sort of, get him to stay on. So I wonder what the reason would be for The Flash. Is there a specific reason that they'd want him? Like, they'd pay a lot of money to keep it on air? Like, I know it's a very popular show, but is there also another reason alongside that? I don't know. There might be a reason which we'll talk about. But firstly, it says that he's capped at 15 episodes. So is there only going to be 15 episodes in the season, or is Grant or Barry only going to be in 15 of the episodes? Now, usually they give actors like a rest period throughout seasons. Like, there'll be an episode where they're in it, but they're only in it for they're in it like maybe like a quarter of the episode, and there's another character or something that has a major storyline. We saw that in episodes last season and even in season 6 and stuff like that. However, if this is the final season, this just could be a straight up 15 episode season where Grant doesn't get those breaks, goes full on in, and it's just a full on Barry heavy season every single episode. Now, Stephen Amell did this for the final season of Arrow leading up to Crisis, but that was only 7 episodes. We had 7 normal Arrow episodes, then Crisis, then that Green Arrow and the Canaries backdoor pilot, and then the series finale. So he only had to do like 7 heavy episodes in a row. If Grant's doing the same, it's 15. It's more than double. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see which way they go about it. But if it is the final season, I mean, Reverse Flash has to be the villain, right? So maybe that's the tease at the end of season 8 of this season. Surely he has to be the villain. And it's just a sort of like you complete the circle, you go full circle with the story for the Flash. The last season leads into the first season, which connects to everything involving their story. So, and they set up the whole origin story as well in Armageddon. So you'd have to think Reverse Flash is the villain in regards to that. But here's the thing, and this makes me wonder if this is why they really wanted to push it where there is a final season. If we get the normal premiere date for this, or even just a rough premiere date around where it would normally come out, the Flash season 9 and the Flash movie will premiere really close to each other. So if the Flash premieres where it normally does, which is around October, early October, mid-October, that would be within a month of the Flash movie coming out, which comes out in November. Now, it's been rumored that the Flash movie might move up to October just because there's not much coming out there and it seems like a more friendly release date for the movie. So you could get the potential scenario where the Flash season 9 and the Flash movie are premiering same week, a week or two apart, even just within the same month. Is that a coincidence? Or is that intentional? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's been heavily rumored that Grant's going to be in there. You think you'd have to. And a scooper. I did see this. I didn't really do a video on it just because I don't like doing that too much, especially with just when one person does it. I prefer if like multiple reliable scoopers talk about it. But I did see a somewhat reliable scooper on Twitter say that they've heard that Grant's in the movie. Now, multiple people have said this before. I think we just want to wait till we see it with our own eyes. But man, it'd be cool if they, how fan servicey would that be if they like set that all up? Like, how cool would that be? Just in regards to like the connectivity between the show and the movie and the multiverse and everything like that. And the last thing to talk about is if it's getting a season 9, it's going to be premiering around that normal time of the season, most likely. Crossover. Surely crossover. Flash's potential final season. Come on. Like, crossover. That's all I'm going to say. Now, what could it be? Who knows? But crossover. Let's bring it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. That's all really to go over. I'm sure we'll get this official announcement, as I said, like within like the next month, like around the end of February, early March, they'll probably drop it. They could drop it to like on like Wednesday or something next week. Who knows? But within the next month or so, we should hopefully get it. Probably won't make a video on it unless it actually reveals anything or it confirms it's the final season, maybe. And we'll just talk about it as a whole, maybe include some other stuff. But yeah, that's for future us to worry about. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome. A good drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comments section down below your general thoughts and everything about it. Always curious to read what you guys have to say. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.